Hello, everyone. I am back. This is Wallcrawl with our All Achievements Hollow Knight Guides. And today we're going to go ahead and we're going to knock out the Pantheon of the Master with all four bindings. Now, before we jump in, just keep in mind the strongest attack in most circumstances is going to be your nail arts when you can use those. That's your strongest standard attack. So when you can find times to use that, it's really helpful. You can also, soul can be valuable, but your soul blast is greatly minimized. Your abyss shriek is still pretty good though. So and then you can get those sometimes with iframes are really valuable with the desolate dive. But let's jump on in. Don't gotta see my charm combination because it's not usable. All right, so first thing is this Vengefly King. All right, so what we're going to try to do, for me at least, is I'm going to work up to having some Abyss Shrieks. I'm not really going to worry about nail arts with him, so I can kind of jump to the sides and get some hits in, and then you can jump up and hit him multiple times with the Abyss Shriek. Do give these tiny flies your high priority, and go ahead and get them out of the way. A good time to heal if you need it and you get hit is just hit him once, and then you got to heal right here. All right, so jump over, kind of step all the way out, and then dash back in. And then I kind of just jump up close to him and get my other hit. That's basically just a way to build soul so I can release Abyss Shrieks up in the corners. All right, so poof, he's gone. Next is the Gruz Mother. You can find opportunities to use nail arts on the Gruz Mother, and the Gruz Mother is also not a big fan of the Abyss Shrieks, so you can use that just to kind of build back up and keep shooting out those Abyss Shrieks whenever possible. Like, oh, I totally blew that one, but I had an opportunity to use an Abyss Shriek, and then I accidentally didn't do it right. So here's one. And just keep in mind too that these fights are all going to feel a whole lot longer. Like she's dead now, but she would have been dead significantly earlier. All right, so moving on. Okay, he hates Abyss Shrieks if you get right up next to him. But, and he doesn't like Cyclone Slashes either. So just chop his little feet. And do go ahead and fuel up. If any of those bosses have been dragging you down, use that opportunity to hit him and fuel up a little bit. So you now have all four of your masks plus the soul. So hit him. Abyss Shriek him, get him a few times, and then try to hit as many of those back into him as possible. He's gonna do his thing. Yikes, I almost went way too early. There we go. After you get the single Abyss Shriek and just a couple of hits, and one good Cyclone Slash, and you don't have to hit him much more than that. So I got one good Cyclone Slash, missed him. That's exciting. And down to the ground he goes. And you don't have to worry about dream nailing back for any other purpose than healing, because you'll have to hit him like 3 or 4 times, which will refill your soul meter if you're all the way up to full health. So next is going to be Hornet, I believe. No, I'm wrong. I'm a liar. Okay, so let's get this massive Moss Charger. You can choose to use like some great slashes. I'll do some of those. When it comes across the bottom, you can hit him on the front side and then try to get a hit The only problem with it is it kind of knocks you out of the ability to use your soul. He's going to jump across this time and turn around and blast it. So when you don't know what's going to happen, you lose an opportunity to hit. But if it does like 3 times in a row, you know that it's going to be the other thing. So it can't do the same thing 4 times in a row. So a lot of times I don't choose to Great Slash just because I don't want to block myself out of the Soul Blast technique while it hops over and you turn around and blast it and get basically a double hit in of Shade Soul. Okay, I'm going to step up right here and swipe upward. I missed her the whole time. Great little tutorial. So just get a little closer and that would be good. If you can kind of trap her in corners, you can really lay into her with a lot of damage, like this. And sometimes she will hit you. Also, there's a good combination right there of a single Great Slash followed by an Abyss Shriek. And she takes a lot of damage from that. Woo! You almost got me. You sunk my battleship. Alright, back to Nail Arts, Zoomy. Just kind of push her back. But luring her into the corners is my favorite technique. And occasionally she will sneak in a hit, but if she manages to sneak in a hit, she's so close to being staggered that you can usually heal that right back. And it's not much of a problem. Alright. So you're going to go ahead and grab up your lifeblood, which hopefully you've earned. I really wouldn't recommend doing these until you have all 5 lifeblood. It helps a ton. I mean, think about your health is 4, and so you get 9 now. I mean, that's significantly better. So, Gorb, same old fight for me. It's just going to take longer. Just let them pass, jump in, and get your Great Slash in or your Dash Slash in. It's going to be like 6 or so, maybe 7, before Gorb moves to the second wave. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3. All right. And so just, keep in mind, don't get freaked out by the little nails or whatever he's shooting out. Because you know where they're going to come from. After you see that very first one, it telegraphs all 3 waves. So, Gorby Poo is now dead. Ascend, he is done. Okay. Well, all right, so basically you try to you pull him out of the ground with Abyss Shrieks, and then you can, not Abyss Shrieks, Desolate Dives, and you usually can hit him twice. That's no fun. Right now, 1, 2, 3. I got to do more than twice. If you stagger him, Cyclone Slash is a good choice. I'm gonna go ahead and Cyclone Slash again. Yep. Alright, back. Okay, now he's mad. I'm gonna Abyss, a Desolate Dive. Sorry if I'm saying the wrong thing. The groundy attack, the ground spell, that's what knocks him right out and limits his toolkit. I went right there for him. But there we go, and he's toast. So pulling him out, those spiral attacks actually refuel your soul meter really well. So and it gives him really solid damage. So this fight, you don't have to worry about the other little soul things that appear. So you can go ahead and really just charge each time. Use your Shade Cloak to dash through. And just be okay with the fact that sometimes he's just going to be out of range. To just kind of warp sideways, turn around and hit him. Side, turn around and hit him. Warp through his attack. Warp through his attack and cancel it with your Shade Cloak. Or through that particular dash that he has. And then just, you know, almost every single time. There's a few times he's too far away, and that's okay. You don't want to get behind on your ability to start a brand new charge. Like, I was just going to miss right there. Yep. Now he's doing a good job of showing how I have to miss some. Alright, he's toast. He's hard because he doesn't really give you opportunity to heal. Cyclone Slashes and Desolate Dives are the way to make this guy pay. So, the Brooding Moloch. And remember, when the Brooding Moloch hops outward and off his little platform, you know it's going to go right to the middle up there at the top. So you use that to your advantage. You know where it's going to be. Right there in the middle. Okay, I'm going to do a Desolate Dive version. I'm going to try to at least. All right. That didn't work as well because I was kind of off to the side. There we go. I prefer, it just makes me more comfortable to always have the charge going. I know exactly where he's coming from, or going to. So, yep. Across and just helicopter cyclone, hit him. It does take quite a while, but also try to get familiar. There's this weird thing, at least for me, that after using a nail art, especially that Cyclone Slash, if you jump back up very, very quickly, there's something that sometimes you cannot get in a double jump. I'm not, pardon, I'm not totally sure why that is, but try to get familiar with that so you don't like jump into dangerous things. Okay, so next is going to be our Oro and Mado, and let's go get them. Now, as they jump over you and come right down with a strike, I'm going to Cyclone Slash them, but I'm not going to spam the button to make it last longer, because I want the time to dash away, and so it's sometimes you can get too caught up in the spinning, and then it allows them to hit you. On these ones, you just jump up. Well, you don't do that, but if you see him go back, I go ahead and let my charge go, so I can pogo. You can also Desolate Dive as he comes across, like this, and get some damage in. But I prefer to have my I guess that was another way you can do it. I prefer the hop and pogo attack. Golly, man, he's can we just fight normal and you stop doing that? Okay. There we go, finally. All right, now it's time for both of them. And again, I'm going to just be using my hoppy back attack. So charges, so just hop away and hit them. Away and back and hit them. Away and back and hit them. And just keep doing that over and over again. You have to adjust some. I'm going to go ahead and I try to use Desolate Dives to get out of danger when they're both on opposite sides of me. So I try to get my Abyss Shriek, hit him 1, 2, 3 times, and then that would allow me to avoid the danger. I mean, I didn't, but there's my Desolate Dive that gives me the iframes to get away. if you can get them to commit to either one of those attacks and you can immediately step out of the way, you could be like there and get a heal. You just kind of, instead of doing this hop away, you just get them to do one of those two attacks, step out of range, and immediately heal. Let's show it again. Oh well. Yeah, I'll show it the. Okay, so push it. You know, he did the attack. Now I've got to. Yikes. Okay. There, yeah, he's gonna be doing soul, so that's also a good time to do your get a heal in. Good time to get damage in, but it's also a good time to get a heal. All right, pal. Somebody's gonna be dead soon, I really think. And it's not gonna be me. No. All right. Talking trash over here. To my. All right. So now that they're done with that, and you're down to just one, what you would do? I guess we spread out the damage pretty good. Make sure you bow. But after when you get back to just one, return to the original attack of doing the spiral, the cyclone slashes when they come above you, but don't spam the button. And yeah. So that is this first Pantheon, all 4 bindings. And it's really exciting to see it all glowing and shiny. It's tons of fun. So you feel real proud of yourself. All right. Let me know if you got any questions. I'll be glad to answer them. If you have any other techniques, I'm sure my techniques are not the only ones, but they could help you a whole lot as you go through and try to figure out these all 4 bindings throughout these Pantheons. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this, give me a like, give me a subscribe. See ya.